Oh, good. Love it. I must remember that.
Anyway,
I must remember that one. That's a good one.
but the kids think I think Prince is Diana's husband. Charles is Diana's husband. Prince doesn't have a husband.
Oh, doesn't he? Oh.
That I know
Oh, I think Saturday afternoon live.
They think I think Purple Rain is a heroine for ladies my age.
That's right. Isn't it?
At
I
the
thought it
talking
was.
at the Talking Heads are two bathrooms interfacing.
Oh. Now you'll have to explain that one.
That's why I waited. We've got they think they think that I think the Eurythmics is a new form of birth control.
Isn't it? I thought it was.
But I tell them, Russ, I say, I'm not so dumb. I happen to know that Madonna and Cyndi Lauper are coming out with a new song. She's an unusual girl. She's just like a virgin. What is a virgin nowadays anyway? The vice president?
After marriage.
His wife was a virgin when they were married, and he became a virgin after they were married. But that's why he became a virgin.
I stole that from his column. You have to give him credit. I can't take credit.
You can't take credit for that one, huh?
Yeah,
If Bev had laughed harder, I
see,
would
he's
take
for
credit.
these family values, you know. What he means, one of the family values is a woman is supposed to be a virgin when she's married.
Supposedly.
Yeah, that's so she won't know if the guy's doing it right or not. You put the strawberries where? And you do what? Are you sure? What's the next thing there, Brett?
That says something
Here, how
here
about a
about
cartoon break?
third grade Hamlet. We did that one, third grade Hamlet. You held this thing up and said,
Oh,
third
the
grade
third-
Hamlet. You didn't.
What
you
am
didn't
I
follow through.
going to do with these?
I'll show them to your viewers here.
Oh, yeah, look at Dorian Gray. Do you remember Dorian?
Yeah, I remember Dorian
Remember
Gray.
Dorian Gray?
I remember.
Dorian Gray was the guy that deteriorated over the years into a hulk of gangrenous flesh. Oh, that's very nice, Peter. I
There's
like it.
another one there too.
Ah, that looks just like me.
Why
All
is
the flab.
Why is it that Russ looks so much better than I do?
Because I'm more handsome than you are. So there.
What? Are you younger than I am?
Oh, but of course. You can't tell. I'm hurt.
Are you wearing?
I'm hurt.
Oh, listen, I make a little test to see if you're younger. Are you wearing grandpa Pampers?
Well, of course. Don't we all?
You can't do it. You can't phase Russ at all. Well, gee, that's nice. I think I'll take this one now.
All right. You can give
Yeah.
that. Keep them both. Both.
You can have that back.
Keep them both.
You talked about a third. You see,
Third grade Hamlet. You held the book up, but you didn't do any more. And I was waiting for a third grade Hamlet.
I was previewing it a little bit, but right.
Oh, you're reading the back there, so you know what you're
Yeah.
supposed to say.
But you see, I used to be a reading teacher.
A reading teacher of what?
Reading teacher of what? That's a good point. Remember that? And book
I didn't do that. I learned words.
That's all you need to know.
I learned words.
But you know, if you don't believe it was a teacher, I can show you my scars.
You and Lyndon Johnson.
Oh, he did, yeah. Remember Lyndon used to pick the beagles up by the ears?
He had opened his shirt so he had the operation. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wondered, and I said, and even the college graduates can't read too well now, so how are they going to read great classics like Hamlet? I found the greatest version of Hamlet.
Okay.
It was a third grade version, and I've now got the solution to how the college graduates can read Hamlet. They called watered down classics.
Watered down classics. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
You held it up and you didn't follow through on it, and I was wondering what this was all about. It was going to help me over my senility, but you didn't say anything.
Yeah, I remember you said that once.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do
Good,
with it
I'm
then.
glad.
I don't know what to do with it now.
Deja vu.
Oh, deja vu all over again.
Right,
Oh,
all
okay.
over again.
Well,
Again for this the second time.
I got a nice title for my version of Hamlet. It's called, remember A Surprise for Father?
Yeah.
This one's a surprise.
Excuse me.
You see,
upstage,
you see what a little education will do? Just drive it
He does
crazy.
best with, unplanned things. So I try to throw him a few.
Good work, good work.
Good boy, good boy.
No, mine is called A Surprise for Uncle. Now, I'm going to turn directly to the audience if you do.
Well,
Do you mind?
Beverly probably knows what you're going to do next,
Yeah.
but go ahead anyway.
And you don't.
The audience of one will applaud. I promise she will applaud.
And you don't have a script for this either.
No script. I'll just point to her and she will applaud.
All right.
All right.
It's called A Surprise for Uncle. Now, I'd like to read some of the story to you right away, but first we have to have the motivating questions, which assume the story is dull. Motivating questions are usually of the how many of you here have ever had a type. For example, if the story is about a dog, the teacher says, how many of you here have ever had a dog? And if the story is about a Polynesian, she says, how many of you here have ever had a Polynesian? Because you have to keep in the form, see.
You're right.
Now, the motivating question for A Surprise for Uncle are, how many of you here have ever had an uncle? How many of you ever had an uncle that married your mother 1 month after he murdered your father? How many of you have ever had a fairy godfather? No, but you got an uncle you're not sure of.
Right.
Oh, and now you would like a little sample reading. I see the cameraman is standing entranced. No, they've got him nailed to the wall. He can't move. You can move around a little now because it's kind of slowing down a little, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I
Okay,
noticed that. The pace
A
is going
Surprise
down.
for Uncle.
It's too warm in here.
That's it right there. These older fellows can't handle it.
See Hamlet run. Run, Hamlet, run.
Applaud. Applaud. Saturday Afternoon Live is going.
Now listen, I was just thinking my next subject is condoms. I know it's a rather touchy subject,
It is. Careful.
so we have to be careful. But now,
Oh, yeah. On public television,
wait a
be
minute,
careful.
look at this, Russ. Look over there.
I'm looking over there. No. I mean, I love you, but careful.
Well,
This is loaded dynamite land.
the problem-
This is minefield
Hey,
time.
you can't try those on it.
we just eliminated one. But the trouble with the condoms is you can't tell what they're for by their name. For example, Trojan. What do you get when you buy something like that? Something for a horse? But the Trojan horse did penetrate the walls of Troy. Unfortunately, it was a defective condom because once it got inside, all the little men ran out.
That's right. That's right.
So I come up with
I'm seeing Leprechaun.
Ah!
Leprechaun.
Not
Tell
yet.
me about I'm
Okay,
not
okay.
being Irish with namely Christensen. How could you guess ever? I am Irish. I don't know about Leprechaun.
I got the perfect one for you now. First of all, I come out with a new line of condoms called Special Condoms for Special Occasions, so especially for women so they know what they're getting when they buy the condom. For example, if you're going out with the ladies, if you're going out with one of the Irish little people, of course you want to buy a leper condom. It also goes into
I don't know if that even fits into Saturday Afternoon Live.
Well, I think
Yes.
I
mean,
I'll
you
tell
run
you
out
what
of
else.
jokes? Come on now.
Oh, did you want jokes?
I wanted jokes. Give me some jokes. I mean,
Okay,
all this time you've been sort of fruiting away, sort of chit-chatting, not telling anything funny.
I'll
That's
tell you,
a funny
I'll tell you a
joke.
joke. Well, I got one about a dentist.
Okay.
Lady goes to the dentist and she says, I don't know what I hate worse, going to the dentist or having a baby. He says, well, make up your mind, I got to adjust the chair. I got some nice Ole and Lena jokes when I go on. Well, this is
Remember, there's Scandinavians out in the audience, and you know they
go for
were.
it.
no, they,
Come
no,
on,
actually,
come on, do it.
we could say they were Hittites. The two Hittites.
Two Hittites, very good. I like that. The two
Ole and
Hittites.
Lena.
Ole and Lena.
Ole and
The two
Lena.
Hittites.
Two Hittites.
All right.
We're out driving around.
Sumerians or something, whatever they make.
It could be Sumerians. We'll make them Hittites.
Good
since
Sumerian.
they're like-
Bloomington Hittites.
So Ole the Hittite said to Lena the Hittite, well, he put his hand on her knee while they were driving, and she says, now, Ole, we've been married 10 years. You can go further than that. So they went to Duluth.
I like that
I
one.
would like to give credit to my sponsor here,
Your sponsor?
Pete
Where?
Wagner, because-
Pete Wagner.
the Minnehaha, the Twin Cities, sorely needed, and that's true.
Sorely
We have a lot of
needed.
funny politicians, but they're not being published much.
Okay. All right.
sorely needed humor magazine. I write a little column. The last one I read that was of some merit was.
That you read. That's
That I read, yeah.
That
It
you
was
read.
called, it was on the environment now. Let me, here's a great line here.
He's modestly, shyly, he says, the moving finger writes, having written moves on, and all thy piety and wit cannot lure back the cancel half a line, nor all thy tears wash out a word of it.
My goodness.
That's beautiful, Russ. Was that for me?
That was from Omar Khayyam.
Many terrible upharson. What was that?
I have no idea.
The handwriting on the wall.
Oh, they had
Your time is numbered.
No,
No, what is
do
it?
not ask for whom the bell tolls.
The toll for you.
Right.
Okay, then here's one. There is no gravity. The earth sucks.
I like that. That's good. I like that one. Well, we have about 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, I
Do
tell
your
ya,
best for 3
I
minutes.
really am. You've just been more fun than the Barrel Monkeys, Russ.
Sure, I'll bet.
I enjoyed it immensely.
It's been a slice.
It's been a slice, and
Well, what I want to know,
I'd like.
what I want to hear is, what are you doing between jokes? I mean, you come here and make jokes all the time, and you must be doing something.
Well, I'm teaching television acting at. Can I say the name of the place?
Sure.
Why not?
At Casablanca's up in Edina. Casablanca's Modeling and Career School.
Okay.
And I go out on the road a little bit. Go to Florida. Now next week I'm going to New York.
For pleasure or otherwise?
Well, for pleasure and to get a few comedy spots.
Oh, wonderful.
And I also play Mark Twain. Can you see me play
Oh,
Mark?
I can see
Huh?
you playing Mark Twain.
Yeah, I play
Do Mark Twain bit.
at the Boom Island,
Yeah.
you know, on the riverboats.
Oh, okay.
I think Mark Twain said some wonderful things. One of them was, he's talking about the lack of success of mankind. He said, well, you know, God made man on the seventh day when he was tired.
I always like
That
the
sounds like Mark Twain.
one, I always
Yeah.
like the one he said, the only people who should use the word we are kings, editors, and people with tapeworms.
People with tapeworms. Now,
Okay.
listen, I would like to.
You started, now you did meet, you open up.
I would like to come back sometime, and I'll be back with, if possible, with another chapter of Schmidt on the flip side of 60. And I'd like to have your audiences remember a couple of things. My name, which is,
Laird Brooks Schmidt.
say, you get extra credit.
I know.
You won't have to dress for June.
How about a phone number? Yeah, you're my type fella. Come on, let's have a phone number.
Well, I really don't think we ought to, because my home, it's right in the middle of my home. No, I have a little advice for some of you before I leave. Remember, never play leapfrog with a unicorn. Don't go to bed mad. Fight it out.
Right. Oh, I like that.
And folks, it's true. You're only young once, but you know something? If you work it right, once
Is
is
enough.
enough.
I think
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being on the show.
Now we got to do. Well,
We still have some time. Hey, we're not through yet. We're not hearing any time. Do I hear applause from the audience? We're done. We're through. No. Come on, tell us some jokes. Yeah, do extemporaneous jokes.
An extemporaneous joke. Give me a subject. What do you?
Elephants
Elephants
And skateboards.
and
and
skateboards.
skateboards. All I know, I can tell you the first half of an elephant joke.
Well, then Pete and I will fill in.
Okay, the guy went to a bar and he sat next to a guy, and turned to him and he says, "Say, boy, you smell bad." He says, "What do you do for a living?" He said, "Well, I give enemas to elephants." And the guy said, "Oh, that's terrible." He said, "Yeah, that's show business."
Very good. I like that. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
One of the kids I'm teaching told me an elephant joke today. What time is it when you have 10 elephants chasing you?
11 to 9.
10 to 1.
10 to 1. I remember the one about, remember those elephant jokes? How do you make an elephant float? 2 scoops of ice cream and a glass of...
Root beer. How about the baby jokes?
baby
baby
joke?
Remember all the baby jokes? What's blue and wiggles? Baby with a plastic bag over its head?
Oh,
They were the sadistic 60s, you know, kind of,
yeah, there was something like that. In the
you know, kind of when the monster cards were
Yeah.
coming out. And
Yeah.
all the rat fink cards, you know, bubblegum
Oh,
cards.
yeah, right.
There was a series of baby jokes, really awful. That's the only one I can remember, though.
Oh, you know, I think he has the more political jokes. I was hoping for some, you know, really snide remarks about the politicians, but you weren't. You were very nice to him. You didn't say anything mean about him.
Well, so many mean things have been said already. I try to hit a middle road on it a little bit.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I can't think of.
Laird Brooks Schmidt.
Yeah, thank
cannot
God.
think of a joke.